So you missed the 2021 crypto gaming bull run, where $5,000 of Vulcan Forge would have turned into 173 grand. $5,000 of Sandbox would have become 932 grand. And $5,000, just 5 grand into Gala, would have become $3.5 million. But fortunately for us, the big brains and the crypto influencers who got rich in that bull run said the next one is going to be even bigger. Lady of Crypto says most people have no idea how much money is in gaming, and by the time they find out, we'll be up 100x. Crypto God John says that metaverse and gaming will bring multiple trillions of dollars into the crypto markets. Ilio Trades says that Amazon is planning their big entry into crypto via gaming. 100% this will be one of the biggest industries in history. And our friend Alex Becker says that crypto gaming will give the best life-changing returns in the next few years. Just getting gaming right will see life-changing results. This 100x run will only happen once, or at least once more. And luckily, I've been spending months researching the next hottest crypto gaming tokens, looking for the next waves of Vulcan Forge, Sandbox, and Gala, because I don't think it's going to be the same tokens in the next cycle. And in this video, I have 3 crypto tokens that are potentially life-changing for us. They're 3 of the most promising projects that I've come across, so let's stop wasting time. Hit that like button down below for me, put on the finest hat you own, and let's get straight into it. So, the first new gaming crypto token on our list today is called Portal. And Portal call themselves the Universal Gaming Coin, where you can play any game on any chain and just use the one coin, Portal. They are building the crypto gaming infrastructure and have an extremely ambitious plan to onboard the first 1 billion users into crypto gaming. But I wouldn't include them on this list if I thought they were all talk. They are actually walking the walk. On their website, they claim to have a AAA team behind the project with experience from massive gaming companies like Xbox, EA, Rockstar, League of Legends, Riot Games, and Ubisoft. They already have over 150 games signed up to be part of the Portal ecosystem, which bring with them over 2 million players. The biggest release names on this list so far are Star Atlas, Oxia Origin, Eon Rift, Magic Craft, and Undead Blocks. Now, this project is so new. You're getting it first. You're getting this hot off the printing press. But it means they only have a website and a Twitter. So it is hard to know exactly how this project's going to work because their white paper isn't even out yet. But from scraping almost every single piece of information out there on the internet about them, I've sort of put together in my head that they're going to operate sort of like Engine, where the developers of these 150 games who've signed up and all the new games that are going to come into this ecosystem are going to have to buy the Portal token and embed the value of the Portal token into their in-game NFTs and assets in order to give them some form of universal backing. Now, I also like this project because Portal show a lot of talent in their marketing department. And as you know on this channel, we're a big fan of narrative trading. They've grown to over 36,000 Twitter followers without releasing the white paper or any product. They tweet crypto gaming macro-focused trends and these awesome graphs that leave people feeling really optimistic and bullish about the gaming industry in general, and then say they aim to be the #1 token in the gaming industry for this thing that you just got really bullish on. And even deeper down this narrative trading rabbit hole, how we first came across the Portal token, we saw Alex Becker actually reach out to Portal on Twitter. He responded to a Portal tweet saying, "Hey, I had a few questions about the project prior to including it in a video. Any chance to speak with a team member?" Now, the video he's referring to is the one that he still hasn't dropped yet, which is 20 gaming cryptos that I think will 10 to 30x by 2025. Now, the inquiry from the big dog into a token like this to include it in a video that he thinks is going to 20 or 30x makes this token one to watch. But let's get into the tokenomics, because this token, which is going to be called Portal, hasn't actually been released yet. Once again, we're so early. On their website, they do say it's available for pre-sale soon, and you should join their Telegram, although they don't actually have their Telegram linked up. And of course, this comes with a lot of downsides and a lot of upside. The upside is we could get in at rock bottom prices before everybody else even hears about this project. And the downsides are, well, the Portal token could be launched in a very unfair, selfish way that only benefits the developers of the projects. They could have an insane dilution, or they could disappear tomorrow and have no working product ever. But this is the token that actually really excites me for all the reasons we've gone through. But we're staying on top of this token launch inside the Patreon. So if you want to get notified when the opportunity to buy into the Portal token is finally available, make sure you join our Patreon, and the link is in the description. And we'll be also analyzing the tokenomics of the launch so you can get a second opinion on if you should actually buy into this thing or not. And that takes us to the second crypto gaming token on this list. And it's called Guild of Guardians. Guild of Guardians is a fantasy mobile action role-playing game where players build their dream team of guardians and compete in guilds to earn rewards. Guild of Guardians is clearly inspired by massively popular role-playing games like Diablo and Dungeons and Dragons. But what makes Guild of Guardians special is the team behind it, because Guild of Guardians is owned and published by Immutable. Now, you probably heard of Immutable before because they're a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum, and at the time of this recording, they're actually the third biggest crypto gaming token when ranked by market cap on CoinMarketCap right now. So they're already huge with a lot of working products and an amazing track record. Immutable X have hired a development team called MindLoader in order to create this game Guild of Guardians. And MindLoader are a premier game development studio renowned for co-developing and working on some of the biggest AAA game titles in the world, including Division 2, The Last of Us Part 1, and various Final Fantasy titles. In their 20 years of game development, they have worked with many AAA gaming studios such as Ubisoft, Bandai Namco, EA, 2K Games, Sony, and more. And this combination of Immutable X and MindLoader working on the one game has given Guild of Guardians some pretty promising results so far. They have excellent cinematic trailers, really strong partnerships in the crypto gaming space, and over 1 million gamers signed up for the beta version of their game. Now, this token is already released and out there in the market, so let's jump into these tokenomics. The native token of Guild of Guardians is GOG. Now, the GOG token has been steadily climbing over the last few months despite the bear market, and the value of GOG at the time of this recording is 6.8 cents. It has a circulating market cap of $27 million, which is 40% diluted, as their fully diluted market cap is a total of 68 million. The number of unique wallets, players, and investors currently holding GOG at the moment is just under 7,000 people, which takes us to the third project on this list. And this is a bit of a special one because in this video, I've actually pulled a bit of a switcheroo on you, as I've promised you 3 crypto gaming tokens. But to be honest, I didn't really have another gaming token that was anywhere near as good as this project that we've come across that is not a game. So please forgive me for misleading you, but I think you're really gonna love the look of this next project. And this is a project called Octospace. Now, Octospace is a scalable and fully decentralized cloud node infrastructure for distributed computing. They're working on a few really awesome features, but the core of their business is allowing individuals and businesses to rent out their unused computing resources, such as in their laptops or PCs, in exchange for cryptocurrency payment, creating a more cost-effective and sustainable alternative to traditional cloud computing services. If you haven't heard this idea before, you can actually think about it as Uber for computation. So instead of going and renting out the spare seats of your car to drive people around town, you're renting out your computer's processing power when you're not using it to help render and process files for those people who need more computing power. And with the advent of AI and rapidly evolving graphics, right now there is a ridiculous need for computing power. I mean, have a look at Nvidia's rise. They just became the most recent trillion-dollar company. Or even in the crypto space, go and have a look at Render, who are doing something very similar to OctaSpace. And they just recently were sitting at a market cap of over $1 billion. And as you know, we love narrative trading on this channel. And if the whispers got out there that OctaSpace is the next Render, this thing could fly. But they're also more than narratives. They're an actual legitimate business that has practical money-saving services right now. Have a look at this example they have on their Twitter. This is a classroom scene that someone had made in Render, and they rented an Octospace node in order to render this video, which cost them just $1.20. Where if you use traditional commercial solutions, apparently something like this would cost you $40. Another couple of reasons that I'm a big fan of what Octospace are doing is they're working on crowdsourced data storage, a pay-as-you-go decentralized VPN service, and a brute force password cracking feature. This is only if you forget your own password. Don't be going and cracking other people. This is a white hat service here. But you can imagine, if your computer can guess 1,000 passwords a minute, why not rent 100 other people's computers? So now you can start guessing 100,000 passwords a minute for a very reasonable price. This blockchain employs a dual chain system. First, the layer 1 proof of work chain, and secondly, a proof of authority layer 2 consensus mechanism that is used to speed up the efficiency of the transaction. Octospace is new, and at the moment, they currently have 600 CPU units, 135 GPU units, 1800 gigabyte of RAM, and over 13 terabyte of storage available for people to use. So, what about their tokenomics? Well, Octospace was launched with a fair launch distribution model, ensuring that no coins were pre-mined or pre-allocated to any individuals or entities, including the project's team. This is what we like to see. The native token is called Octa. and it was recently launched in June. At the time of the recording, Octa is valued at 54 cents. It has a circulating market cap of just $11.5 million, which is 44% of their fully diluted market cap of 26.2 mil. The dilution here does have a little bit to go, but it is very slow. In fact, it's going to take 3 years just to double in the supply of Octa. A refreshing change of pace from some other crazy 10x dilutions that are coming in the next 2 years. The all-time high of Octa was 84 cents on the 6th of August, which gave it a market cap of $15 million. And if you want to take real advantage of this next crazy crypto bull run, knowing exactly what tokens to buy and when to buy them, but maybe you don't want to do the weeks of research or even the months of research that are necessary to get the competitive edge in a market like this. Well, that's exactly why we track the actual wallet of people like Alex Becker, Elio Trades, Crypto God John, Lady of Crypto, to see precisely when they're buying into a new crypto gaming project and exactly what project they're buying. So we get time to look at that project and potentially buy in ourselves before they post it to their millions of Twitter followers or millions of subscribers on YouTube. We also love doing rising token breakdowns of the most promising projects that are upcoming in the crypto gaming space. So if you want to be part of this awesome Patreon community, we would love to have you. The link to the Patreon is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.